Okay, well, good morning. My name is Dr. Victoria LeBeau. I am the owner and founder of Hortiki Plants, and this is my first ever Instagram Live. Nobody's on right this second, but I'm going to go ahead and start because I think people might join as the video goes on, and I'm recording this so I can put it on Instagram TV. So we're just going to go ahead and get the recording, if nothing else. I know everybody's busy and has a lot going on as we start off the month. So I want to say, first of all, good morning and happy December. I am more or less happy to be here. Honestly, going live on social media is not the way that I would, in my natural state, choose to spend my Saturday morning. I would honestly, seriously choose to spend it in the most exact opposite way possible to this. Literally, I would be hiking in the woods somewhere where it's so deep in the woods that I can't even get signal. That would probably be my first choice, and I've done it before. It's marvelous. So, and I've hiked in December before, so that would be my first choice. But or volunteering. I love to volunteer on Saturday mornings too. That's fun. If you're in DC, a great place to volunteer is DC Central Kitchen. Really, really great work they're doing there. So shout out to them. But this morning I'm here, and so the kind of happy to be here part is because I do think that it's pretty neat that if you're starting a business these days, you don't have to go out and just be like, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Will you buy from me? Can you please buy from me? So according to all the books I'm reading and podcasts on business and entrepreneurship, all you really need to do is have a good product that solves a problem, and then serve and share and provide really good information to people, and the sales will come. And I think that I'm doing that. I really believe in Hortiki. I believe in the products that I've put together and the vision that I have for the business. So if you haven't been to the website yet, hortikiplants.com, go there and buy from me. But you can just check out the types of kits that I have. So right now, Hortiki Plants offers eco-friendly container gardening kits, and I know that word eco-friendly is not super scientific, but it's a marketing term that conveys quickly what it is I'm trying to get across, and that is that I really believe that people need to have more plants in their life. I think the earth needs it. I think our cities need it. I think was it just a few years ago, I don't exactly remember the year, that for the first time in the history of the world, there were more people living in cities than in urban area. Than in rural areas. So more people in cities and urban areas than in rural areas for the first time in world history. So that's impactful. I live in DC, as I said before, and if you walk around the city, and particularly in Southwest where I live, all you see is new buildings and new construction, and they didn't have even balconies or patios. And I just don't understand, all the science that we see about people and plants and nature shows that we need more plants. We need to interact with nature more. I mean, there's so much science showing how beneficial plants are for our health, our well-being. Even there's some amazing science showing that I think the electricity in our brains is different. The patterns of electricity in our brains is different around plants than not around plants. So we really need them, but we keep building infrastructure that makes us more disconnected from plants. And so being that I have a PhD in sustainable agriculture and have been working in the realm of ecology and agroecology for a long time, of course this is really important to me. So when I thought about starting a business, it was really kind of a natural step for me to see how can so many of the ideas and visions that I have for connecting people and reimagining our spaces can be actually converted into an entrepreneurship opportunity. And so the kits that I've created, I really have tried to make them as eco-friendly as possible. But what that means for Hortiki kits, number one, is that I've really tried to minimize plastic use. I've been working in the realm of agriculture for a long time. I think I'm approaching 2 decades. And even I was really surprised when I actually started looking at the data of how much plastic is still used in the horticultural industry. I think it was last year that the big report came out about, by like 2050, every bird on the planet will have ingested some form of plastic. Like, y'all don't need a PhD in ecology to know that that is a terrible, terrible, terrible fact. So trying to minimize plastic use in the kits, and also trying to make kits that are usable for people in DC who didn't have a lot of space, and similar areas and cities who didn't have a lot of space, and also who need easy access to the materials in the kits. So in DC, like, we don't drive. DC is this peculiar place. We don't drive because there's no parking. So we're just not most likely hopping into our cars and going to the big box retailer to get gardening supplies on a regular basis. So we're probably going to our local hardware, a local nursery if there's one near, or we don't have plants or not enough of them or not the ones that we want, or we have to make this major plan to get out to a nursery to one time a year to stock up and hope that we didn't forget anything or get what we need, or we're ordering things online, which please go to Amazon right now and look for gardening kits. You're going to see that the materials that they use, they're mostly plastic-based materials because it's almost ubiquitous in its use. And so I spent a long time, I almost feel like I had analysis paralysis trying to get my business together, just trying to find some alternatives, some things that I would feel comfortable using and things that I would feel comfortable putting in people's homes. So I'm really proud of the materials that I was able to put together for the kids. And I'm really excited about this idea that Hortiki plants can help people who are beginner gardeners or who have never gardened before, give it a try. And I think that that's kind of the ethic that I want Hortiki to have, is just like, you don't have to be perfect. Just give it a try, and it can be fun and it can be easy, and you can be a part of greening our cities and making them what they need to be in order for our planet to survive. So anyway, I just wanted to say that the reason that I'm here on Instagram doing this video broadcast is because I think it's cool that you can just share your story, share what I just shared, and really connect with people who have similar ideas and similar visions, and then you will make the sales. They will come. So anyway, so for today's broadcast, which is going to be the first of many, I wanted to share my ideas for holiday shopping, since it is December 1st today. So happy December 1st. So if you did the homework and actually looked at the blog, then you would see a little backstory about me, which is that I hate shopping. Like, I hate shopping. Always have, and I'm from a family of people who really like shopping and are really good at shopping. So I am the anomaly in that, and I exasperate them often because we have to kind of schedule our family events around my loathe for shopping. But having said that, I do like to give good gifts, and gifts that are really personal, and gifts that really connect with people. Now, don't get me wrong, $50 in an envelope is a good gift. I'm not saying it's not. If you want to send me that, DM me. I will send you my P.O. box, and please send me the cash. But as marvelous as cash is, I think that it doesn't necessarily say that I really get you and I really know what's happening in your life, and I really want to connect with you in this way. Maybe, right? Maybe your person just really needs cash. But if you want to get a little bit more personal, then I think part of the way to be a good gift giver is to really think about what's going on in that person's life. What do they like to do? What do they have coming up? How can you encourage them and support them in whatever they have going on? So I don't know. I feel like people fall in either one of two categories. Either they stress out of just trying to think up something, or they stress out, they have plenty of ideas, but they stress out trying to get it and put the product together and get it wrapped and get it delivered and finding time for all of that. I fall in camp 2. I don't have a problem with the ideas. I have a problem, putting my plants down and getting to the store to do the actual shopping and putting the gifts together, and the crowds and the traffic and all this stuff with the shopping. If you love shopping, good for you. I'm glad we're not all the same. I'm glad some of you have that superpower. But because I don't like shopping, I often spend a lot of time trying to figure out like what's a good strategy for me to get all my gifts done. And this year, since I was putting together some gift kits for Hortiki, I was thinking, well, hey, these are making like good gifts for the business. I bet the strategy could work for a lot of people. And so that's why I wrote the blog titled The Ultimate Gift Combination. So I know I'm a scientist and I'm using words like the ultimate, which was that scientifically tested, Dr. Lebeau? No, it wasn't. Okay, it wasn't. And if you go back to my blogs, I would say like 90+% of them are really scientifically based. But this one's a little bit more fun, but I still think that it's a really, really good idea and a good strategy. So if you haven't seen the blog, you can go check it out now. It's hortikiplants.com/blog. You can also visit my profile at Hortiki Plants and click the link in the bio, and it'll take you where you need to go. But my big idea, the ultimate gift combination, is something that I think has 6 qualities of being the ultimate gift. Number 1, it's unique. And it'll be a gift that probably nobody else gives to your person, your giftee. Number 2, there are unlimited options, so you could use the strategy year after year after year and never ever give the same gift twice. Number 3, it is completely customizable. So whether you're getting a gift for your office colleague, to your partner, to your kids, to your niece, to your uncle, to your neighbor, you can use this same strategy and customize gifts for each of them. Next, it's something that you can find easily. I wouldn't have you searching for something super rare necessarily, but it's pretty easy to get put together. A lot of options for where you can shop and find things. Number 5 is applicable for every budget. And number 6 is just a little something that I call the wow factor. So there is an element to this strategy that will take your gift from like, oh, that's a cute idea, to like, wow, this is an amazing gift. So those are the 6 themes that I think an ultimate gift need to have. And my ultimate gift, drum roll, is, of course, it has plants. Okay, this is Hortiki Plants. I am hyper biased. You should already have figured that out. But it's plants plus. And so my idea is plants plus books. Fireworks, fireworks, fireworks. I really think that this is an amazing, amazing strategy. So I'm going to go through those 6 elements about why I think plants plus books will give you the ultimate gift. So number 1, that it's unique. So here's the thing. A lot of people will give books for a holiday gift this season. Some people will give plants this holiday season, but nobody gives plants and books. I don't know why. They're like a natural fit. But when you think about it, have you ever gotten that combination? You've gotten in one gift from one person at one time, a plant plus a book. Nobody does that. So I think it's super, super unique. And it's just waiting for people to figure it out and utilize the strategy. Number 2, that it is ultra customizable, right? Remember that I said that it's something that, no, I'm sorry, I skipped one. That number 2 is that there are unlimited options. So you can follow along by going to the blog, help me out here, but there are unlimited options. So when I thought about this idea of plants plus books, the thing that I love is that you could, for one person, use this strategy for the rest of your life, and you would never have to give them the same combination of the same book and the same plant, because there are thousands of plants and there are thousands of books, and so you can mix and match forever and never ever repeat. So super, super, super unique, and a lot of unlimited options. Number 3 was that it was customizable. So here's the fun part. So by customizable, I mean that again, you can use the same strategy with everybody on your list. So if you go to hortikiplants.com and look at our shop, you'll see some of my kits just to give you some inspiration. So this is a picture of the chocolate lovers kit that I put together. So I have some plants that are connected or related to chocolate, and I have a book obviously about chocolate recipes and some other things which we'll talk about later, but you can just like think about what that person's into, and you can come up with a book. I think is pretty easy, and then a related plant, and I have a worksheet to kind of guide you through how to come up with the right plant. But it could be a plant that is very practical and specifically related to something. So I think of these like if your gift is something around cooking, or something people, if you say, oh, you know, you're really into cooking food from this country or this place, then you could get herbs or edible flowers and put them together in a kit. And so that's very practical and specific and tactical. But it could also be a metaphor, or it could be, you know, an otherwise related. It could be like, oh, I'm getting you this book. I'm reading right now. Oh, it's over there. I'm reading right now 100 Days to Brave by Annie F. Downs, which I think is a really great book. And so I was thinking this morning, like, if I were to put a gift together and I wanted to give that book, I would give winter flowers that overwinter outside, because I think of them of like peeking through the snow when it's freezing outside to bloom. And I think that you can kind of draw the metaphor from that when you're doing something brave, like going online live on Instagram. You have to kind of have that mentality. So you can kind of draw a metaphor, or there are just so many options. So one of the options that I used in the blog, I think, was, let's say that you have an uncle who was really into crafting or maybe woodworking, right? So you could get a book about woodworking, about new projects or history of woodworking, something like that. And then maybe you could get a tall palm for his woodworking shop to kind of cleanse the air, right? So unlimited opportunities for you to create these unique combinations that are specific to each person on your list. Okay, number 4 that is easy to find. So you can shop local, you can shop small, which I highly recommend, but you can also shop online at your retailer of choice. And I would encourage you to shop your local nurseries and shop small, of course, primarily because they're just going to help you. They're skilled like artisans in their field, and they are going to know how to direct you towards what you want, the type of plant that you want, but also they contribute a lot to the local economy. I just had to say it because it's true. But no shopping shame. I hate shopping, so I am not casting shopping shame on anyone. Shop where you please, get it done, get organized, and then like go chill and enjoy your holidays. But both plants and books are easy to find. And so I actually brought this up mostly because a lot of people didn't know that you can actually buy plants online, or they're a little worried about that. But don't worry about it. You can literally order everything online these days. Okay, we're almost to the end. Number 5 is that it's applicable for every single budget, and this I really mean. So I kind of broke it down on the blog. So let's say that your budget is less than $10. That's okay. Like, you can get a discount book, or you could get a token for an online book. And give seeds. Seeds are relatively inexpensive depending on the plant that you want, and so that will keep you within the $10 range. If you're going up to like $25 or so, you could give maybe bulbs, flower bulbs, which can be a little bit more expensive than seeds, or you could even give some small starter plants. As you go up, if you're getting into the $35 to $50 range, you can give full-size plants. You can give plant plus container. If you're at 50 plus, you can give a whole gardening kit, a whole setup. If you're at 100 plus, like, you could do like majestic, you can give it elephant plant, like give a huge plant, or you could give a monthly plant delivery. Like, any budget category, you can find a plant book combination that will work for you. Okay, now to the last point about my ultimate gift combination and strategy is the wow factor. So I think that a plant plus a book is super unique and such a great idea, but I can understand that you might think you need a little something extra to take it from just like, oh, this is cute to, wow, this is really the ultimate gift, the best gift ever. And so that's why you need what I call the third item. The third item is just that little extra something that's going to put your gift over the top. So I gave a couple examples in the blog. I think our kits are a good example as well. So going back to the example of the chocolate kit. So we have the plants related to chocolate. So in this kit, I have chocolate mint, I have chocolate daisy, and then I have basil, which is used in a lot of gourmet chocolate recipes. Then I have my book called Chocolate Holidays. You can kind of see up at the top of that picture. And then I added and then of course in our kits you get everything that you need for starting your seeds. So you get the biodegradable pots and trays, soil is included, plant tags and the seeds and the water and just everything you need. You don't have to worry about anything, growing instructions and all of that. And then one of the bonuses that I put in our kit is I made a little print, like a wall hanging of chocolate chemistry. So it's one of the chemical components of chocolate, which I think if you're a chocolate lover, that would just be so cool, particularly if you're a chocolate lover and a bit of a science nerd. Not that there are any science nerds around here, right? But yeah, so you just add that extra little third item. Let's see, the other example, my website skipped out on me, but I think the other example that I gave was, let's say that you have a music lover that you're trying to shop for. So maybe you get them a book that's an autobiography of the artist that they really love, and then maybe you get them a sensory plant. So sensory plants are plants that actually create a sound, either because of air moving or when you touch it or something like that. And you can kind of write a little note, do a little research and write a little note about the sensory plant. Okay, my connection just skipped out there. We're back. And then your third item could be, it could be a course if they're learning to play an instrument. It could be a ticket to a concert. It could be, let's see, it could be a tool or something to clean an instrument or something like that. So that extra little third piece, I think, will just top off the gift. The other thing about the third item that I love and why I call it the wow factor is because it's just up to you. You could give one third item or you could give 5 or 10. Like, it can just, your plant and book are the bases, and you can build this gift up to be whatever you want. So those are my 6 ideas and 6 reasons and ways I think that plants plus books make the ultimate gift giving strategy. It looks like I lost my connection, but I tell you what, if you go to hortikiplants.com/blog, or again, you can go to the bio for at hortikiplants on Instagram and just follow the link in the bio. It'll take you to the blog, and at the bottom there's an opportunity for you to get the worksheet. And so I created a worksheet that will lead you through particularly how to choose a good plant, because I know that if you're not as familiar with plants like sensory plants, that might not be something that everybody thinks of. So it gives you some prompts that will help you think of the right plant to pair with your gift. So you just go there. The worksheet's a free download. I know worksheets, it's a little maybe old-fashioned. But actually, I think it was an NPR article last year that said that people still do learn better when we read paper books and interact with pen and paper. I think it was specifically talking about memory, that you remember things better when you're using a paper version instead of an e-version. And anyway, I just like them better. So I made the resource for you. It's a downloadable worksheet. If you do want to take e-notes, then feel free to just look at it and take your own e-notes. I guess I could have made it a PDF fillable form, but I will probably do that for next time. But anyway, you can go and get the worksheet and come up with your own combinations. And then, of course, you can go to hortikiplants.com/shop and look at the kits that we've put together for some inspiration. Or if you like one, you can go ahead and buy it. If you are shopping on our site, do know that if you pre-order by December 10th, you get a free bonus, and free shipping. So I encourage you, if you're interested, to go ahead and do that, so that you don't miss out and you get all the free bonuses and the free shipping and all that great stuff. So that's it. That's it for the first ever Hortiki TV live broadcast. So this obviously will be posted on, because nobody joined. So this is pretty cool. I'm just talking to the world by myself. Well, that's the other thing. I was going to take questions, but there's nobody here to answer questions. But I will say that I have presumed that people would have one question for me once they saw my blog, and that question would be, well, what if the person that we're giving a gift to, they don't like books? And so I've thought about this, and my best answer is get new friends. Pray for them. I'm just kidding. Y'all can see that I just have fun all by myself. But I think seriously, it's just a concept. So you can kind of make it work for you. And if they don't like novels, get them a magazine, or get them more like a cookbook or a workbook or something like that, or get them one of those funny calendars. So it's just a tool to say that, hey, I know what you're into. I believe in you. I encourage you in this, and I love you, right? That's what gifts are all about. So make it work for you. But anyway, if you end up watching this on Instagram TV, thank you so much. And if you have ideas, or if you come up with your own book plus plant combination, take a picture, post it, and then tag at Hortiki Plants. I would be so excited to know what your creativity came up with. And then tune in again, because I will be doing more of these Instagram lives, because again, I just want to connect with people, try to share what I think are good ideas, if not get feedback from you all. So tune in again. I'll be doing at least one weekly live about whatever we have going on the blog, and then possibly some others, just to try to connect and serve as much as I can. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful start to your holiday season. And we'll see you next time. Bye.